Hi, good to see you all.
Hey,
So,
Joey.
hi, good to see you guys. Um, I'm really grateful that you are on tonight because I have questions about the patches. Well, for one, I don't even know where to start with the patches because I have so many testimonials. Um,
Well, you can knock out all 16 for us.
Yeah,
right.
make it
I
easy.
haven't tried all 16. I haven't tried all 16, but so I think I shared this one a week ago or so. I went to a wedding on the 1st of February. There was over 200 people there, and I thought, hmm. And I had just gotten the going viral, my set of going viral patches. So I thought I'm just going to put one on just to kind of, just in case. So sure enough, I left the next day. I talked to the mother of the bride, who's a friend of mine, and she said there were about 15 or 20 people who ended up with the bug. I didn't get sick, and everybody was on the dance floor, so I was in touching or close proximity with several people. So thank you. There's that. I remember the hormone patch, women's vibe patch. I had horrible hot flashes, not where I would be like drenched, but like in the middle of the night, I started waking up kind of soaking wet a little bit in that respect, but not like during the day. And from the moment I put the patch on, the women's vibe patch on, the hot flashes stopped. So I was super, super grateful. Um, and stress and anxiety has been amazing. I've also used the going viral on my 2-year-old granddaughter. I think she might need two just in case, but she's been exposed to lots of kids at daycare and getting sick often. Um, so I bought some allergy patches. I'm not sure if it's virus or if it's allergy or what, but anyway, I love these patches. They are so awesome. Love, love, love them. And the pain and inflammation have been fabulous. Ordering more so I can try more of them, but yeah, I love them. Question. So yesterday I started working from home and I use a jetpack, a 4G jetpack. I don't have Wi-Fi at home, and just because I feel like I've got enough exposure, and there's also a cell phone tower on my block. um, and I'm sensitive. I feel the 5G, etc. So I was wearing the going viral patch, and I thought, well, that's helping me some. And then my devices started not working, so I was kind of alternating between several of them, trying to get them to work. And I don't know if there was too much of that and then the whole cell phone tower thing. So what I'm wondering is how many, and I had one electronic chatter patch left. So I put it on, and I'm wondering how many you would suggest of those to combat that intense, I don't even want to call it ambush, but that intensity of so much Wi-Fi.
If you don't feel that one is enough, you could wear two, one on the left and one on the right.
Okay.
There really isn't a need to wear more than two.
Okay.
If you wanted to get really creative, you could put one, right on your um, jetpack that you're using. See if that helps too, besides one on each side on you.
Okay. Okay. I just wasn't quite sure if I need to get like a Farragut or whatever those
With,
those little things are. Those little silver.
with the electronic chatter patch, we have done tests where we have a meter that reads EMR, reads the
Yeah.
radiation, and we go up to our copier, and it'll get up to, I don't know, 11, 1200, and then just take one patch on my hand, and I just put it in between the meter and the copier. Immediately goes down to zero. Lift it up back to 900 or so, 1100. Put it
Interesting.
back in, and then I can even put it on the side, and it'll
Okay.
still go to zero on the side. It doesn't have to be in between. It just has to be in the area, and it'll block it
Okay.
all.
Okay.
So you don't. I kind of look at it as, your aura is the energy field that is around you, right? And once you put the electronic chatter patch on, it enters that energy field, and in my mind, I just see it just giving you a bubble that you're in, and that
Okay.
kind of stuff just can't penetrate that bubble.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love it. Thank you.
And just a comment on your granddaughter. If you're not sure if it's allergy or viral related, just put both of them on her.
Well, I
Instead
didn't have the allergy yet. I ordered them. I'm waiting for them to
Okay.
arrive. I was hoping they'd be here by tomorrow because I'm going to see her tomorrow. But yeah, I want to see which one works. It's kind of like a trial and error to see if she needs two going viral or if she needs a going viral and allergy or two allergy or what it is. So I just, because like every 2 weeks, the congestion and the cough and, the
Yeah.
sneezing and stuff. So anyway, but these are amazing. I love them.
Good.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You know, yesterday, and is there somebody else that would like to give a testimonial? Raise your hand or say so in the chat. And Adam and I will watch the chat. So see what we're missing. Kimberly, hi. Can you there?
Hi, how are you?
Yay. We're doing good.
I-
How are you?
I'm so grateful, and I'm sorry I don't have a camera, I guess. I don't know how to do that. But so it's been a month and a little over a month, and I did the sprays, I did the cream, and I did the women's vibe and the pain patch. And so I did it every day. Everything was amazing. Before I came to you all, I was working with like super intense hot flashes for over a year and a half. My emotions were not in normal state for me. I had neuropathy in my right hand, so excruciating that I wouldn't wish it on almost anybody on the planet. And within 3 weeks, less than 3 weeks, the hot flashes went away. My sleep came into balance. Everything came into balance. The pain in my hand was gone. The numbness in my hand was gone. There's only like a tiny little bit, like if I just lay in bed for a little bit too long in the morning. But what happened recently is I was like, well, maybe I don't have to buy any more patches. I don't really like putting things in the trash very much and things like that. And I ran out of patches, and it was like 5 days, and lo and behold, the hot flashes came back. So I am a full-on believer.
More.
And I bought 2 rounds of the women's vibe, and I also got the thyroid, and I am full on. And because I worked with LifeWave for like a year, and I just can't stand how they feel on my skin. I love how I can barely even feel these on my skin. Nothing ever happened with the other ones, and it works. And my girlfriend had the women's vibe patches, and I have one on again. And so as soon as I put it back on, I haven't had another one. So they're coming and they work. And especially, not that I wasn't a believer, but I was like, I don't know, I'm doing everything else. Maybe I don't need it. And now I understand. So we'll see. Maybe in like 4 months, I'll have the blood
Yep,
upgrade totally done.
give it a few months and then try backing off a little bit. I wouldn't even in 4 months, I wouldn't go to never wearing them again, wear one a week or something and just kind of gradually wean yourself off until you get to the sweet spot where you don't notice them so much when you take them off, but it happens eventually.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And,
Well,
and a lot of times you will, it's not until you kind of forget to replace the patch, at least for me, that, if I'm wearing the joint patch, I have no pain in my joints or my knees until, it's been on there 5 days. And then all of a sudden, wait a minute, that hurts. Why does that hurt? Oh yeah, I haven't changed my patches. So a lot of times it's you kind of you don't remember the pain when you don't feel the pain. But as soon as you stop using the patch and you feel the pain or feel the symptom that's not longer there, then it's a good reminder that you need to put another one on.
it's absolutely incredible. So thank you so much. And it's been so fun to have the patches with all the lineup of what you've placed in each patch. I'd love if you can you explain, just for all of the brains out here, to kind of understand how everything is stacked into each of these patches at some point on the call tonight?
No, it'd be a good time.
Thank you.
What does she
You mean the okay. Well,
All the
first of
stuff
all,
that's
the patches come in 2 layers. The bottom layer is a Band-Aid type material that is made, it's made to adhere to human skin. So the glue on it and all that is it's latex free, it's
hypoallergenic.
hypoallergenic.
It's made for sensitive skin.
Yeah. So in all the years we've been doing this, we've had not even a handful of complaints that, hey, this bothers me. So
They're very rare.
yeah. And then the top layer is a holographic disc, and there's a little tiny substrate metals that run through that disc. and that's what holds the frequencies. So you place it on the left side above the waist, and what we mean by that is upper left arm, your shoulder, or the most popular place for the ladies is left chest underneath the bra. So that's how you use them and how they're made up. Sally, do you want to tell them what's in each and every patch I think that may be what she was wanting.
No, I think
to
what
know,
she's
too.
asking about
Yeah.
is the I Hercules and the grounding and, you know,
Oh, okay. You mean just the frequencies that are in
In
all of the
them,
patches
yes.
together?
Well,
Okay. Yeah.
actually, you shared it. So it's the substrate. How do you say it?
It's
how
a
Yeah, it's just a
substrate
substrate.
metal.
Yeah, it's just a substrate that holds the frequencies.
Okay.
And then as you place those on your body, those frequencies go into your energy field or your aura, as some people like to call it. And your body picks and chooses and pulls the frequencies that it wants. That's why they're only good for 3 days, because at the end of 3 days, then, your body has utilized what's on the patch and it's not as effective. And then it's time to change it.
And we just had a question that can you cut them in half? And I would not suggest that you cut them in half.
Yeah, they're made to just use them as a whole.
Amazing. Well, we're so grateful for you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Nice to hear your testimonials.
yeah, I thought that'd be fun for you guys to hear all of these. So we've
yeah,
got,
this is very uplifting for us to
Yeah.
hear
Well,
everybody's
and
testimony.
easier.
I mean, it just thrills us. It makes our day, honestly.
Yeah.
well,
And someone asked what patch you'd use for severe mold issues. I would use the Going Viral, and I also use the Detox and Cleanse and the Pain and Inflammation. And the Going Viral, the reason I would do that is because of the ivermectin, fenbendazole, and menbendazole. It just is going to be a good idea. The Detox and Cleanse, because that one cleanses your organs at a cellular level and as an organ cleanse, and it detoxifies pesticides, chemicals, that type of thing. So it's going to be really good to help with mold issues. And the pain and inflammation is also going to help to, there's frequencies in there to liquefy biofilms and get them off your cells, which are going to let your toxins come out and your nutrients go in. So those are the reasons why I suggested those 3.
And somebody is asking if the patch is only treating symptoms or does it get to the root cause of the issue? Can you handle that?
It's kind of both. The rule of thumb is you have to wear them for a minimum of 3 months and then a month for every year that you've had an issue. If you're dealing with something, like a virus that's coming around, it's probably, putting the Going Viral patch on is going to help with that virus. But if you have viruses that have been in your system, like a lot of people will have, like Coxsackie or Epstein-Barr or something that they might have had for 30 years. And the patch is also going to give you your body frequencies to help to detox that out. So it really can do both. What I would suggest is, just wear them. And if it takes care of the issues that are right now or the longer ones, it's going to have a positive effect because there's only really good frequency in the patches. So it can only do good things. There's nothing negative. And there was a question, I missed it, about a 7-year-old. I don't know.
Arthritis.
Oh, for arthritis. Yeah, I would do the joint patch, the pain and inflammation, and also the detox and cleanse, because you really want to hit everything, and possibly even the Going Viral, because sometimes joints can have bacteria, nanobacteria in them, and they can also have viruses in them. And so you just kind of want to hit everything. The joint patch, we had a lot of success with people wearing that and noticing a difference in their joints. But the other patches, as you wear them and as you wear them for longer, you're going to notice differences. Like Adam just said, he noticed them. He used to wear them all the time for a few months, and then he was able to back off to where now he just wears them occasionally. So they were not designed to have to wear them the rest of your life. But with that said, you might have to wear them for months because we live in a toxic world and we've been exposed to toxins for a really long time. And we want to, just get to detox, but you also have to do it slowly and you're inundated with new things. So it's just a really good idea to, have a bunch of them in your arsenal and just keep changing them and wearing the different ones and helping yourself.
It's such a good
Kenny was
idea to have all of them. You know, seriously, it's like having an amazing first aid kit because you never know when you're going to have an accident and have an injury and need a pain and inflammation patch, or when you're going to be extremely tired and have a gazillion things to do and need some energy. I mean, it's like this covers just about everything. And we're going to ask people if there's other things that you want too, because I know that we've talked about that. We've got 4 people with their hands up. So let's go to those and then we'll go back through and see what people have
Yeah,
put in.
I'm writing the questions down, so we don't have to
Oh,
go
okay.
through them all right now.
All right, you're so organized. Very good. And Francis, can you unmute yourself? Down at the right bottom left-hand side of your computer or phone,
Go back up and look.
where it says audio. Can you unmute that, Francis? Meanwhile, the other day I was getting ready to do one of my presentations, and all of a sudden I got a cramp in my neck, like I was.
Okay, can
I
you
was
hear
like
me?
this. Yes, I'm right in the middle of. Hold on one second. I could not believe the pain in my neck, and I just reached over, got a pain and inflammation patch, stuck it right on. It was on the left side of my neck. Stuck it right back there. Like that, it was gone. I've never had an intense cramp like that. It was like, thank you, Adam and Sally. All right, now Francis.
Patches.
Okay. Hi, everybody.
Hi there.
Hi, Francis.
Yeah. I am recovering from a stroke. I'm using the spray, just started, and the cream. I can say in difference, but no testimony yet. I want to have a load of them. What patch would you recommend to help me in my pain, my off balance, and my ligaments? My left side is affected. My shoulder burst right out of the ball joints during the stroke. My left shoulder. I can only raise my hand as far as my waist. Yes,
I
go
would
ahead.
recommend a few of them. To start, I would do the pain and inflammation because that's going to help any inflammation. It's also going to help with the pain. And also, like I mentioned a few minutes ago with the biofilms, I would also do the going viral. Sometimes, and I'm not saying this is your case, sometimes strokes and blood issues can be parasites. And if you wear the going viral, there's frequencies in there with the fenbendazole, the ivermectin, the menbendazole that helps that. If you feel that you need a little bit more once you put the pain and inflammation on, the joint one might not be bad because that one also helps with muscles and nerves. So that is probably a really good one to add. And then also the detox and cleanse.
Okay, so that's 3. Thank you
4.
so much. 4.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
And we have Brenda and Carl. Come on down.
Okay. No, okay. They're hearing us. There you go.
Okay, you can hear us now.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Hi
Well,
there.
hi. I was going to say I'm so glad y'all are here tonight. I've heard one of the other calls on the patches, and my brain just goes crazy, and I try to write stuff down, but it's hard to get it all. So it's always good to hear it again. But we have tried a few of them. I find myself at first, we've had them for, I guess, about 3 weeks, some of them. And I know y'all say you really don't need to wear over 3, but a few days, I think I had 5 on.
That's okay.
Yeah, they seem to still be working, for inflammation and for women's vibe and for the weight, the weight loss patch and going viral. I had a bad sinus issue going on. So it was like, oh, I need this, and I think I need this too. But so it, like you're saying, it's okay to wear more than 3 occasionally if we need to.
Yes. We recommend 3 or 4. Sometimes, people wear 5. We had one lady once wear 13. So it
That
really,
was a little overkill.
yeah, it
Yeah.
just really depends on what you
Yeah.
feel that your issues are. But usually 3 or 4 is a good number for people. But like you noticed a benefit and you needed 5, that's fine to wear that many.
Okay. Yeah.
And by the way, Brenda, we
Mhm.
have we've put brochures like this. I don't know why that's happening. Where we have all of the patches and the frequencies that are in them.
Uh-huh.
And that's it's in CARE's Wellness Spray community on Facebook. You have to ask to join. You have to already be in,
Uh-huh.
because I checked to see whether you're already in the company yet. And then if you are, I let you in. But we posted those there. And they're supposed to be on LYN Live and also in the back office. I'm just, the reason I'm telling you about
They're in the
this-
back office.
Well,
Yeah, I saw them yesterday in the
Oh,
back
yeah.
office.
Okay. So these are in the back office too.
Okay.
Yeah.
if you go to NuXtrax Worldwide and you go to the bottom, you also see a lot of the the testimonies. So they're there. There's some more information on that site too.
Yeah.
Oh,
And somewhere
okay.
in the back office is the PowerPoint too that has all the information.
Yeah.
But a really
Yeah,
good one is the one that CARE just showed because you can print it
Yeah.
out. Look at
And
it.
my husband
Yeah.
did just find that and printed it off just a couple days ago. So that's
good.
wonderful. Yes. I had one other specific question. I'm still fighting high blood pressure for the last few years, and I don't have heart issues or any of that, and just taking blood pressure medicine doesn't seem to do much for me. But I do have chronic neck and upper back issues, and I've noticed, if I get a massage or I do something that's relaxing, my blood pressure will go down. So I'm hoping in time, I think it will, with the iHercules and iRevive, will help all that, getting rid of inflammation. But is there any patches you would recommend, maybe, that just
Yeah, I would recommend the Going Viral, the Detox and Cleanse, and the Stress and Anxiety,
And the IRV 86.
and the IRV 86.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Okay, I was thinking pain and inflammation. I've about used all mine up. I gotta
Yep,
wait to
yeah,
get
that
more of
one.
those.
Yep, that would be a good one too.
Okay, but all those other things you're just thinking. You said going viral, detox.
The IRV 86 and the pain and inflammation, those would all be really good ones.
Okay, okay, wonderful. Well, we're really loving them, and I know my husband. We both are wearing the weight loss deal, and it does help with our appetite. We can tell.
Boy,
Yeah,
me too.
Yeah.
I love that one.
that's a wonderful patch, and it's one of the more popular ones too. Sure, that doesn't surprise you.
Yeah.
75% of the population is overweight, so that
Yeah. Yeah. And the stress and anxiety, I'm sure we all could wear one nowadays. And I thought anybody that's got dementia, that would be good, or the mental clarity.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
well,
the mental clarity is
Linda, I
good
think
for
you
that.
could teach this one.
Yeah.
Doing good.
I know. Okay. Yes. I love
Get out there and share them with your friends.
I know. I'm trying. I really am. So, okay. Thanks
Well,
so
good.
much.
Yeah, and
Well,
I was
stay
so
healthy.
against these because I have not been very happy with any others. And when I started using these, I was like, oh my gosh, you feel them within 10 to 15 minutes in most cases.
Mm-hmm. You do.
So,
You really do.
And
Yeah.
the more you use them, the more sensitive your body becomes to them.
Mm.
So I feel them much more now. Even if I was to take one and put it like here, I would feel it.
Mhm.
Where before, when we first started this stuff, it took a while for me.
Well, and I know I had a shoulder issue that bothers me a lot, and I first put on the pain and inflammation, on my upper left side, And then after I heard one of the talks with y'all before, and y'all were talking about doing the second one, then the next day I thought, I'm going to put a second one on, on the right
Where it
side.
hurts.
And yeah, and it did. It totally took the pain away. I mean, the first one helped, but my pain wasn't all gone. But when I put the second one on, then I really could. It took the pain.
When somebody has chronic pain, we will find that sometimes one is not enough to break the pain cycle.
Mm-hmm.
That it might take 2 or even 3 at the beginning just to break that pain cycle, so the body is not responding to something that's not there anymore.
Yeah.
So
Very good point.
Yeah. And one other quick question. Someone else may have this too. Like where we are needing to wear several patches, should we like rotate them every 3 days to different ones, or is it better like me trying to lower my blood pressure, just do those main ones for a whole week, or say 6 days in a row before I switch to different ones?
Yeah, I mean, for whatever is your main issue, you want to wear the patches as long as you can, and you can wear multiple of them. You just want to put them next to each other, not on top of each other. So, if you have pain and your blood pressure, if it's not too many patches, I would just wear them all and continue to wear them so you can get the greatest benefit, because the benefits on the patches are going to overlap to your different issues too, and they're going to kind of work in conjunction and help each other.
Okay, makes sense. All right. Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
thanks, Brenda. And we've got Kimberly with her hand up. Can you come on down and unmute yourself? Can you talk for a second about the IRV 86?
Yeah. Hold on just a minute.
We've got
Let me
somebody
get my
asking
notes.
about that, and that's one of the newest ones that people
Yeah,
don't
that's one of the
understand.
new ones. And that one is a alkalinity patch, because when our bodies are in an alkaline state is when we don't have as many things, like all of the negative things that you hear people talking about. A lot of them are when our bodies are acidic. And so that's one of the great benefits with it. It also has the iHercules frequencies, like all of the patches, but the IRV 86 also has the iRevive frequencies in it. So that is the only patch that has the iRevive frequencies, which are really helpful. In the IRV 86, there's also frequencies to help aid in collagen production. There's frequencies of DHEA, vitamin C, minerals like calcium, magnesium, chromium. There's biotrain alkaline frequencies. There's also anti-aging frequencies, HGH. There's frequencies to help increase lean body mass. And there's also frequencies to help be a weight loss helper. So IRV 86 is wonderful to wear with the weight loss patch. There's also frequencies to help with fine lines and wrinkles, boost overall radiance with oxidative stress, frequencies for free radicals, and to improve hydration, to help the water that you drink really get into your cells, and also frequencies to help re-energize the skin. And then there's some amino acid frequencies. So it's just a really broad anti-aging, youthful aging, also alkaline patch with the iRevive and the iHercules. So it's a really good patch.
I really like that new one. It's, the 86. I asked why 86, and somebody said, well, that means everything. And, I have said that to probably 50 people. And I always end that with, do you know that 86 means everything? And I've never found anybody that said yes to that. So,
I haven't either.
so
Good conversation starter when
that's
you're
why that
sharing them.
86 is on there. Somebody thinks it means everything. And that patch
Yeah.
pretty much does everything. So Janaki, did I say that right? Come on down.
Very close. I love that you guys were talking about that, because I did have questions on that. My husband calls that one the God patch, because yeah. So my curiosity as far as questions, and I'm also happy to share some testimonials too, because we continue to have amazing testimonials, especially with my husband. It's been phenomenal. My question as far as the patches, if one has like really bad back pain and they've been staying up late because they can't sleep, would you suggest the pain, like a couple pain and inflammations, or what would you suggest? And then also migraines if they have a lot of migraines.
Yeah, I would suggest a couple pain and inflammation. It might take a little bit of time to, like Kara said, to calm that pain cycle. You can also put one on the upper left side, and then you can put one directly on the painful spot. I don't normally recommend three, but if your painful spot is on the bottom of your back, on the right side, and you could always put one on the left side, you could always put it by your neck. You could put one on the right side by your temple, just to kind of help. But I would do the pain and inflammation. And then I would also try the detox and cleanse, and maybe even the going viral, just to see if you can really kind of hit the frequencies that are going to really help with more of the root causes and the detoxification and different things. And then maybe even the stress and anxiety. Just sometimes we get into so much pain, we get really stressed, and then that tenses us up. And maybe just to kind of help to calm everything down. And you might also want to try the sleep patch. That one is just really good to put under your pillow, or inside your pillowcase. It lasts for 6 nights. And when you have a lot of pain and you're not used to sleeping, your body gets out of its circadian rhythm, gets out of its natural sleep cycle. And wearing the sleep patch is going to help to give the body the frequencies of all the REM sleep, and to actually help it to get back into a really good sleep cycle. And when we sleep in that really deep REM sleep is when our body heals. So it's really important to get enough sleep and to get that really deep sleep.
Okay, beautiful. And then as far as the migraine goes, like I have a friend who she experiences really intense migraines, and she's tried patches before, not these. And she had some, she's like, I don't want to do the patches because she hasn't had the best experiences with the other ones and frequency patches.
One thing you have to
what I would do
is that
if it was me, I would give her a couple of samples and let her try it and see. But migraines can be really complex because they can be nutritional deficiencies. They can be stress, it can be grinding your teeth. There's so many different reasons that people have them. But I would have her, try the IRV 86, the going viral, the detox and cleanse, and just, say, hey, I've got a couple of these, just at least try them, give them, a week or something, and give her a couple of them and just see if she notices a difference. Because like Kara said, a lot of people have tried other patches, me included, didn't feel anything. These are really something special that when people say, oh, I've tried patches, they're not any good, they didn't try these patches.
Yes. One of the things that you have to remember is that the basis of these patches is Hercules. All of the top molecules from 44 of the most powerful plants on the planet are in every one of these patches, as well as frequencies to ground, EMFs from your cell phone and computers, and even 5G. So all of that is the basis of every one of these patches. So then it's all those other things that are added that are specific to the pain and inflammation or detox or mental clarity or whatever.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah,
and what about swollen feet? Like my husband says he'll get swollen feet when he drives.
Can I?
I would do the
say one thing about that. Generally,
sure.
when you've got swelling, it's your body hanging on to water because you're dehydrated. So make sure he's drinking plenty of water when he's driving.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Sally.
So the IRV 86 would be good because it helps to rehydrate so that your water gets into your cells.
Oh,
also,
Sally.
the pain and inflammation.
Sally.
And the detox and cleanse. Yes.
Sally, hang on. So two people have enlightened us about 86. Penny says 86 means to get rid of something, and Polly says to 86 something means to throw it away. So it can mean to toss away all the bad stuff. So there we have it.
Well, good.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Awesome.
Well, she was finishing what she was saying.
Yes.
Yeah, did you guys hear the rest of the answer?
I heard half of it.
Okay, yeah, I don't know where I left off, but I suggested the IRV 86 because it also will help to rehydrate, also will help to alkalize. There's frequencies for that, the pain and inflammation, and also the detox and cleanse.
Gotcha.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. Well, yeah, he has a new testimony that he found out last night. He no longer has floaters in his eyes. We've been on the product almost 2 weeks, and he's been putting the cream and the spray internal, and he witnessed the floaters he's had for 20 years
Over
are
20
gone.
years.
Over 20 years are gone.
I looked at a white piece
That's
of paper
great.
and I go, I don't know what's going on here. Something's wrong. I said, I'm trying to find them. And I said, I realized they're gone. Oh my goodness.
When the circulation
That's
is
awesome.
open and the blood is clean, there's nothing to float by the.
Even his Bell's palsy,
Every
even
day.
every day is coming online. His hand. Oh, he went to the doctor, and the doctor said he was amazed. He goes, "Your hand is 80% healed. How did it heal this quickly?"
I was 6 weeks ahead of myself.
Awesome.
That's great. Congratulations.